What's up, guys? So today I'm doing basically a mail day video with some stuff that I got in the mail and some local pickups I picked up recently. Stuff, cards for grading, stuff for personal stuff, and then I also got this package here that's from I'm thinking already. Professor Oak. He had they him and the Grinches had their, what was it again? I'm looking out their slap podcast, and then when if you put up a spicy comment and then at the end they randomly selected one and actually won that little raffle. So I got something here from Professor Oak right here. So I'm going to open up these guys and just go through stuff that I got for the mail day. First off, we're starting off with this card right here that I had recently picked up, and then we're going to PSA 1 play. So I picked up this beat up basic Charizard that should get a 1. And yeah, like, look at this. It's bad, but I'm sure there's no way it doesn't get a 1 unless it gets rejected. That's the only way I see it not getting a 1. But that's pretty cool. Like, played cards like this, I don't know why they get such a premium. Certain cards, like I maybe understand, but like for the premium that they get, I'm not sure. The only thing I could think of, it's like, for me, when I see a played card, it tells a story. Cause like majority of cards, like when you have a mint, they're just kept in the binder and stay there protected. But these cards, they were played with by a kid at one point that really loved these cards. Like all of my WotC binders, I'm only collecting like basic, jungle, and fossil, and they're all played cards. They're like damaged. None of them are mint. Maybe some are mint, but the majority of them, they're like beat up card. Like, you should see my basic Charizard, Blastoise, and Venus. They literally look like someone stomped on it. But I think it's cool. I mean, they're cheap cards and just get them for my binder collection. Nothing crazy. I don't care about having mint or near mint copies in my binder. Cause like, if I want a near mint card, I have it. I get that card graded and I have it as a collection. But for my binders, I really don't care. I'd rather have a card like this that tells like kind of a story to it. But like this card, you could tell like, it was wrinkled. I think at one point, I'm pretty sure this card at one point got wet. And then yeah, so like, I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. Cards like this. So that's that one. And then these are, or actually, talking about PSA ones, I also got these locally. These are beat up cards. So it's got Sabrina's Gengar, has creases all around, scratched up hollow pattern. The back is pretty bad. And then we have a Umbreon from Neo Discovery. Has a nice swirl right there, but like these all creased up. One going this way, one going that way. The card is pretty tattered up too, so it should get a 1. Then we got a Blaine Zard that was like folded in half at one point, scratched up, beat up, and then a Dark Gengar, which looks really sick. Like at first, when I first saw this back in the day, I thought it was a Kamiya artwork, but no, it's a Kasube. Kasube's art from like the Neo series look very similar to Kamiya's. But yeah, like all these, I'm pretty sure should get 1s. So yeah, I'm gonna go through that. Play Gengar's a popular mon. Same with Charizard and Umbreon. I had sold recently at 2 of this one. Pretty beat up for like $70 as a PSA 2. So that's pretty cool. Then I picked up these these are modern alt arts locally. So we have Celebi, which I think is really cool. One of my favorite ones. You got the Leafeon V, which is nice. We got the Espeon VMAX, which is pretty cool. To be honest, like from these 3, my favorite would be the Celebi. I think that looks better, for my personal opinion. And then we got our Rainbow Rare's Charizard V-Star, and then our Charizard Full Art V. So those are pretty cool. So those will go for my gradings once the new specials out for PSA. And then this should be some more modern cards. I actually had to wait for like 2 weeks for that. At one point, I thought I got lost. Like, I got like basically last Monday or the week before that, and then it was supposed to get here. What day it was supposed to get here? Friday. A couple of days later, but then it just did. It was says out for delivery. It just didn't get delivered. And then Saturday, same thing, out for delivery, didn't get delivered. Like, all right, probably Monday. And then on Sunday, got a notification. It's a waiting delivery scan, waiting for delivery scan. So at that point, like, man, did this get lost or something like that? Monday didn't come. Tuesday, I saw my postman and I talked to him. He said he's not too sure because he doesn't work the weekend. So the other person. At that point, like, man, it might be lost. You might have to make a file a lost package, or tell the guy that you bought it from to do the same thing. But luckily, the next day it did came, which today it actually came in today. So I waited for like a week and a half. And the guy lives like, probably like, he lives in California. I live in Cali, and he's like more like middle California. So that was crazy, man. I kind of got worried, like, man, I know it happens where packages get lost, but it hasn't happened to me yet, luckily. But I'm like, man, I don't want that guy that I bought it from to get, to be out money from because the car's getting lost and whatnot. So we're gonna check them out right now, see how it is. All right. Hopefully everything is good. Cause you never know what could happen during transit. It's always a risk once you're shipping something, but you always hope for it to work out in the end, though. One more. Get right in the middle. One through. There we go. That's everything there. So I never really liked shipping cars and top loaders, but this guy shipped it pretty good. He put it in the team bag so it won't move around. I used to have people like shipping me stuff, and it would just be like the cart and a top loader, and it'll be like not folded like that, but just sealed on the top, and the cards would actually come out of the top loader. And one time they got bent, so I'm like, oh man, come on guys, really? So first off, we're starting off with Sandaconda V, the alt art. Nothing too crazy, a very cheap alternate art. And then we have a Sylveon VMAX. It's pretty nice. And then we have a Sylveon V alternate art. Then we have a Charizard V-Star. Looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna send all these grading. The only one that might not 10 will be maybe the Sylveon V and the VMAX. But the VMAX for sure not gonna get a 10. It's off center, thicker right here than this side. But everything else has the Charizard should, the Sandaconda should get a 10, and the V, it can get a 10. So that's pretty cool. Those modern altars are very popular right now, very popular. So now this is another package from Old School Pokemon. Got like a week or two ago, and some pretty weird, not weird stuff, just random, I guess I would say. So he's very, very famous for pins, especially with that what was that, the 10K trade of pins from his basic first day packs that he traded to Rusty, which he still had an extreme amount of them, but slowly chipping away. But he also had these ones. I saw a story on Instagram that someone they bought it from him, and I was like, hey man, are those, his card, are those Kamiya pins? And I asked Old School, but he didn't know. And I asked other couple of people, they weren't too sure, so I had to ask around, dive in, get a little bit more information. Here goes Old School Pokemon card. Really cool guy. I asked more because these are old pins. These are from the Pokemon Center in New York in 2021, so these are old. These are not recent pins. And then most people, they don't have much information on them, because do they even have the name of the artist anywhere? And I don't see it. Maybe in the pin itself. Let's see if we can open it real quick. Yeah, we can. Like, I asked Merch Collectible, shout out to him, and he didn't know either. So yeah, there's no name on the pin itself, like the little button pins. So I had to ask more people, and I got in contact with this one guy that I follow on IG, and then he showed me some pictures from like the Japanese variants of these. So there's actually Japanese ones. It's like the 151 set, and yeah, it's like the original one they had, and then they had a reprint in a sense for the 15th anniversary, I believe. So yeah, so I mean, they look like Kamiya. They do look like Kamiya. Maybe the mug might not be Kamiya. I'm not sure, because like I said, I thought it might be Kasube possibly, because like I said, I thought this was a Kamiya card when I first saw it, but it's not. It's a Kasube, and this like kind of same art style. So it might, like the bot might be a Kasube artwork, or it might be Kamiya. I'm not too sure. So like this looks straight up like a Kamiya, because he has some dual cards, so you have that as reference. This looks like Kamiya artwork. Same thing with the Golduck, but the Muck, I'm not sure. It might be a Kamiya or it might be a Kasube. There's actually from what we saw, what the other guy told me, there might be in total I think 15 or 18 or 19 different versions of these, going based off the Japanese versions. If an American did the same exact like 151 buttons. But regardless, that's pretty cool. I really took a liking to Kamiya's artwork lately, especially because like I used to think that was okay, but I've been buying like a lot of EX Era cards, and I'm going through like the reverse holos, and the reverse holos for Kamiya cards, they look way too good. They look amazing compared to it being non-holo. And then from there, I just decided to you know, why not collect them? And for me, like, I don't care about condition. They could be beat up. I prefer beat up. And then from there, I want to collect one of every artwork in a sense. Kamiya. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And now this one right here is the packet, the price from the Slap podcast from, I'm blanking on name, Professor Oak and the green shiz. So I could tell it's a slab. I could feel it right there. They show what it was. So he had asked me, and I gave him like some let's call it some options what he could do. So let's see. So first off, we'll pull out. What do we pull out? All right. Oh, it's some cards too. So let's check out the slab, then. Let's check it out. There he goes. So it was this card, and I told him, you know what? When you send it to me, can you sign it for me? Because I like getting like signatures on cards that people like, YouTubers I like, on cards that they like. So in general, like from Nick Old School, when I met him, I had a regular Shadowless Ninetales. I was like, can you sign it? And he signed it, and he put in a like he colored over the damage, so it'll be like a quote unquote no damage Ninetales. So I have that somewhere here. I also have a Baby Shiny signed by Jake, but the marker wasn't too good on the texturing of the shiny Pokemon, so it didn't come out too well. But I'm gonna get another one of that. But I got this. I told him, just sign it, do whatever you want with it. If anything, try to draw like a Pikachu, your best one. And then sure enough, he did it. So that's pretty cool. This is gonna be like a real keepsake in my collection. And then he tossed in some extra cards in there. Let's just check them out real quick. So we got a Rayquaza V, Charizard. Oh yeah, he had asked, what are your favorite Pokemon? I was like, Charizard and Rayquaza. I mean, they even though people say Charizard is not a dragon, he looks like a dragon. He has wings. He breathes fire. He's a dragon. So he gave, in Rayquaza, obviously a dragon. So he gave me 2 of those cards, a Charmander for Pokemon Go. I actually really like Pokemon Go because I came back due to Pokemon Go, but not in 2016, but actually like in 2019 when Hidden Faith came out. Like, well, I was still in it, but I got really into it. I was collecting cards here and there. I would just buy certain slabs and whatnot, like Charizard cards, Dragonites. But at 2019, when Hidden Faith came out, and I saw it was a shiny Charizard, because in Pokemon Go, that's all you really do, really, is shiny hunt. So I was like, that's a shiny Charizard card, and that really got me into it. Then that whole set has shiny Pokemons. So that was a pretty good set. And then Pokemon Go, like I said, I really like Pokemon Go. Even though they could have done so much better with it. I had imagined it to be, because in Pokemon Go, they actually had a couple of competitions where snapshot competition, just like, the snap cards. You take a picture of a Pokemon in the environment, in real life environment, and you submit it, and then the winner, what was the winner? God, I forgot. They got their picture into a Pokestop and some other stuff. I can't really remember. I remember trying to win it, but no. But yeah, so I was assuming they were gonna use those actual snapshots, because I mean they technically have the rights to do whatever they want with it. So I was assuming they would use those snapshots and put them actually like Pokemon cards, like the original snapshots. So I thought they were gonna do something like that. That would have been amazing if they would have done something like that. Would have been so cool. It would have brought back, like, you know, real snapshot vibes, and then all the people who have their pictures turned into a card. It would have just been amazing. It would have just got so much more people hyped into it. But I guess they just didn't go that route. Maybe hopefully in the future they do. But yeah, so you got the Charmanders, you got a Charbor, Charizard boy right here, Flying City, and then Charizard V from Lance Charizard from Celebrations. It's pretty cool. Thanks a lot to Professor Oak. Shout out to the Green Shift too. Really great podcast. Really like listening to like any podcast when it comes to the Pokemon. If people are passionate about it, I love to listen to. Even like damn, I'm blanking on his name. I don't know why I'm blanking. Basic Trainer. Basic Trainer has like the most ridiculous lives. I may not watch the whole live right then, but sure enough, once it's done, the playback, I always watch the playback from the beginning to the very end. I really enjoy those conversations. Even sometimes when he talks about MetaZoo, like, I'll watch it because you could tell he's really passionate and hyped up about it. I may not be interested in MetaZoo, but I just like the passion that these guys have into what they talk about. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. We got the nice buttons from Old School Pokemon. Hopefully, if he ever finds the other variants, I want those ones too. You got some nice all-stars we're gonna get graded. Some modern stuff. Really nice. Some more of the Evolution, Celebi, the Charizards. You got some nice PSA 1 contenders. Look at that. Beautiful. And then we got our grand prize from that raffle, which was pretty cool. Thanks a lot. Really love the artwork. I'm definitely gonna have this displayed. I'm probably gonna post this up on Instagram too. Probably tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably post it up. No, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. I'll post it up tomorrow. Have its own little post. But yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. And I'm not sure what I'll post for my next video. Thinking up some ideas. I'm contemplating of making a video for my Kamiya binder of like one of basically every artwork in a sense, from beginning to current, which I'm still missing a lot. I'm missing a lot from like the vending series and whatnot, but I just really like those artworks. They're just so distinct. They stand out, they pop. And I really like, especially the EX era ones with the reverse hollows. But I think that'll be my next video after this one. Not too sure, but I'm going to make that one. I'm not so into the information. I'm not very knowledgeable about that stuff, but I just want to talk about some of my favorite artworks and just go through it and see, and just, you know, have a good time. But other than that, thanks a lot. If you like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Give me a like and subscribe if you want to. But after that, thanks a lot, and have a good one. Bye.